spending the next 5 minutes talking about the mediocre things I accomplished throughout high school. I'd like to acknowledge how much an achievement this is for all of us. I'm sure at the beginning of freshman year, we expected the next 4 years to go differently. We imagined that these years together would automatically make us closer. But unfortunately, high school doesn't work like that. Even after sharing the same teachers, similar schedules, and all having to sit through freshman seminar, some of us never had a real conversation. Each person sitting in front of me right now had a vastly different experience than the one right next to them. Some people made these years look easy, while others focused all their strength into making it through the week. We walked by each other in hallways, sat in the same classrooms, but what is not acknowledged enough is how easy it is to underestimate what someone is going through while standing right beside them. But in the end, despite not knowing every person, every challenge, every story, we all chose a path that led us here, sitting in this atrocious attire together. And we all carry the title of Pagosa Springs High School 2026 graduates. These past few years at the school have been some of the most challenging years, and I'm not going to stand up here saying that they were the best 4 years of my life, because high school was hard. There were moments when I doubted not only my skill and knowledge, but myself entirely, and I'm sure we've all been there. High school wasn't just the early mornings and getting stuck in the parking lot because no one will let you in. It was the stressful exams, the anxious thoughts, and the friendships that didn't end, or that didn't last. It was the crowded cafeteria, the people in the hallway that couldn't walk any slower, and the painful Wayfinder lessons. But it was also the laughter in classes, playing spicy Uno in senior speech, the loud noises during pep rallies, and it was the friendships that turned into family. These past 4 years have been challenging. I would not be the person I am without these experiences, and nor would you. People often view change as something scary and unwelcoming. And to be honest, for a while, I hated the thought of change. But saying that out loud makes me realize how foolish that really is. Change is one of the most important things that can occur in someone's life, and if you don't experience change, you truly have not seen what life is about. Not to get too technical, but there's a concept in psychology called the butterfly effect. It suggests that small, seemingly unimportant events can completely change the direction of someone's life. In many ways, it reflects the high school experience. We all walked into school on the first day together, yet tiny moments slowly pushed each of us onto different paths. Without those moments, our lives would look entirely different. For me, one of those moments was being placed in assigned seats during my science class. Without that class, I never would have met one of the most important people in my life. And without yearbook being assigned to a new teacher, I never would have bonded with that person or become friends with someone who mirrors me almost perfectly, a similar soul in a different body. High school is built on these small moments and unexpected connections with people you'd never thought you'd talk to. It's full of change that can feel uncomfortable, but growth rarely happens in comfort, just as when we were younger and felt growing pains, only to hear you're just getting taller, which was something we all looked forward to despite the pain that came with it. And while growth is personal, none of us got here completely on our own. There are people who helped shape us into who we are today, and I'd like to take some time to recognize them. First and foremost, I'd like to thank the families that supported us no matter what and encouraged us when times got rough. I'd like to thank all the teachers, because without you, we wouldn't be where we are today. You have pushed us to become the better version of ourselves and gave us advice and lives that helped us survive these past 4 years. Though he technically falls under the teacher category, I would like to thank the most influential person in my life, Mr. Pond. We all have a person in our life that shapes us into the person we are today, a person you truly look up to. The 3 years I had him as a teacher, he showed me what life is about. He shared stories that made me realize that life does not end after high school, which is a common misconception among high schoolers. He showed me leadership and friendliness in a way that I had never experienced. He was a teacher, a mentor, a Mr. Keating, and a friend to me. And without him, I wouldn't be on this stage right now, let alone getting my diploma. Though they're here to celebrate us, these people who are sitting in the stands have all contributed to our success and growth as well. The class of 2026 are all going on to different and new chapters in their lives. Some are going to college to pursue academics or athletics. Some are going into the trades, and some are joining the workforce. Each of our lives will be vastly different, just how it was 4 years ago. But this time, we won't be together at the end of the road. Even though we've done so much together, this will be the last time that we will be together. I know our advisory teachers and most of the staff is excited to see us leave, and probably have been counting down the days since freshman orientation. And the administration even decided to lay down the law and take away not only our phones but our off blocks too. Now, this was a hard adjustment for all of us, but what was even more difficult was the one day where we had to go plant trees against our will. All jokes aside, we have some great memories that we can carry onto the future. Last year, some students sitting in front of me managed to call the fire department during a state competition due to the fact that they broke an elevator. I think that memory describes our grade perfectly. Similarly, the 8th grade Moab trip, where we were forced to go to sleep early due to rocks or shoes, I couldn't tell you which, being thrown at other people. The Moab trip is a memory we can all relive, but each story is different for every person that went. As we reminisce these joyful moments, I ask my fellow graduates to forget the frustrations that came with these past 4 years and to let any bad memories and grudges go. For we are all excited for the new chapter in our life that brings new experiences, new people, and new memories. So accept the change, even if it is uncomfortable. Don't dwell on the past, and above all else, let it be. Thank you.